If you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mahomes firing complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st down, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing his Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Cousins on first down. And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Legero Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And again, it's Mahomes. Robinson's got it. And they Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Mahomes again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Covering 80 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So we have come to half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. For the start of the 3rd quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second. Touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Defense. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
On play action, Cousins. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a throw.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play fake. Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 46 yards. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The Bucs kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The 40 before he's out of bounds. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Play action. Now it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 47 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 1st quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 38 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Brady will look to throw for it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. On first down, it's Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and a couple, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Mohamed Sanu. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now a play fake. Brady sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. This time the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. puts Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Connects with Sanu right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. Going for it all. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up. The 47. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, it's Michel. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Michel. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another carry for Michel on second down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Second down and 8. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. A give. This is Michel. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Michel, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Sony Michel, and the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chopping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 65 yards. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side, Michel. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Another carry for Michel on second down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are a two-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. On the ground, Michel. And he's got some space here. The 20, 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Sony Michel, 49 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They run. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there, we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 28.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man,